East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Tirico along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the team. And off we go from East Rutherford. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Ready, set. Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Steady, ready.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. He's inside the 40, and he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. It covers 51 yards.
You talk about a big-time run right out of the gate. I mean, there was nothing special here play call-wise. He just found a crease, hit it, and he was off.
Come on, set. Cougar 19.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jalen Phillips in on the stop.
Phillips on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready!
On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And he's into the end zone. What a start! Breece Hall, touchdown, New York. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 2. Yeah. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Check. 19, 5 in. Ready.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Forward, Cowboy 80. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Out of a shotgun, Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down. From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 32-yard line.
On the set. Flag. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
He'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. Now it's going to be third down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
3rd and 7.
Ready! Viking 18! Ready,
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Lions! Ready!
They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
Here comes sides as he looks to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. And the Jets have a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Field throw complete to Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back.
Get it? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Okay,
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
ready? Bronco it.
On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll run. This is Hall. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
1 quarter in the books. The Jets have the advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18, go.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Ready up.
3rd down and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
We'll try to run for it with Hall.
The tackle made by Kevin Brooks. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
On the jump.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it
Let's
on
go
4th
now.
down.
Cougar 19. Let's go. Tiger, 19 Tiger. Smash, smash.
They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They get it easily. 4th and 1, and they pick up 5.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Steady.
Hall is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
I'll tell you what, this offense has come out, and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Jets 14. Dolphins nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the ready.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Jets come up with the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Ready. 70 Timberwolf. Back. 70 Timberwolf.
It's 1st down, and it's Hall. He will score again. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good. And the Jets will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Lightning 18.
A first carry here for Devon Achane. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Ready. Gabby Lions. 18, 5 here.
first down. It's Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 16-yard
That's catch
line.
3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Cougar 19. Come on.
Throwing is Richardson. He's got it inside the 5. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. A-10. Will try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
A little closer. Here's second and goal. Brooks will take this in for a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Tough spot here. Third and long. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts to talk things over before third down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Back to throw. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Jets first down.
Good for a Jets.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ready.
On first down, it is Hubbard. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. With Zach Sealer in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Tag. 19 8. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. They'll try and run right on the option. A pitch comes to Hall. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Richardson going to look to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 9 at the 20.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. That one out wide to Achane. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third and 2. Here we go.
Ready. 70 Lions.
Out of a shotgun. Richardson. He's got his man. It's Harrison. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
10 yards.
Cut my team. Cut my team.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
From the gun, Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Jets will have great field position right around midfield.
I would love to to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Cougar 19, 70, Dragon 60, 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
First and 10 now from the 36.
7 Pirates, 7 Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll drop the throw. Going right, it's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on, set! Lightning 18! 60 Bison, 60 Bison! 70 Timberwolves! Let go!
They'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Cougar 19.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work to see those hands up there, and now it's fourth down. The Jets will send out the field goal unit. This one from 39 yards out. This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And this will stay a two-possession game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost. This group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's caught. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
On the ball now. On the ball. 19 target. 19 target.
First down, Dolphins.
Ready.
One final throw before the break. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And nothing will come of this last-ditch attempt at some points. Time runs out in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A gain of 15 yards.
79 Broncos.
And the Dolphins first down.
Richardson. As caught left side by Waddle. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
He's in the middle. He's got St. Brown. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because of that chunk play.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown Miami. That his second TD catch of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
21, Dolphins 14.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the jump.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Ready.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 3.
Get it. 60 Eagles.
They'll go again with Hall. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Dixie Maverick. Stephanie. Viking 18. Trap 50. Trap 60. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
He'll look to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Big gain for the Jets there. 31 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Who just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. He's into space past the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his 1st catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready. Bronco 80.
We'll try the right side with Hall. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Check. Panther. Go.
Another run here with Hall. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
70 Timberwolves. Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher.
Down. 60 Cougar 19. Let go.
Here's Hall. And he's into the end zone yet again. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Extra point attempt still to come. Oh, big problems there on the conversion. Poor snap. It is no good. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Warriors 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On second down, Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Miami.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Tyreek Stevenson that time in from his spot on the edge to record the sack.
It's second down.
Seven Pirates. Buffalo 18.
A second down throw for Richardson. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 27.
That's good for 27 and a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
6-yard line.
18 Rattler.
Now Richardson. Quick throw taken in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
4-yard line.
Man in motion, heading left.
Go!
On play action, Richardson on the move left. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Here we go, set. Viking 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And the defense not going to let him wiggle out of that one. They force him out behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Off we go with the fourth quarter, and it starts with a run by Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing third and long. He'll try to run for it. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. To return, it's Shaheed. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 34-yard line.
Six to 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On first down, it's Richardson. That's taken in by Achan. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And the Dolphins first down.
Trap 50, trap 50.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
60 bites, 60 bites.
From the gun, Richardson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Dolphins first down. A run out of the gun with Achan. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Ready? Tap to 60, tap to 60.
Throwing, Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 rattle, 18 rattle.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Achan. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays. You hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Brooks. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Tag! Viking 18! Go!
Handoff. Here comes Hall. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Get it!
Now they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Set! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On the give, it's Hall. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Reed Blankenship up from his safety spot. Finds a way in and records the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready.
Now Richardson. That's complete. It's Waddle. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 73 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The extra point is good, and the Dolphins are back within 6.
Dolphins 21.
Following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tight, 19 tight. Tag. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A short one there to Bellinger. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
At the 43-yard line.
Dragon 60. Ready. 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Hawk 70.
They'll run it. It's out of his gun, and it's Hubbard. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
Ready, ready.
It is 3rd and long.
Ready. From 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll go again with Hubbard. They'll pick up 7. Nice job defensively, though, to make sure it's not more. And it sets up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
60 average, 60 average. Let's go.
Here's Richardson. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st down.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
Richardson going to look to throw. That one out wide to A-Tech. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Richardson. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
A gain of 6.
Richardson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd down, they need 3.
Let's go now. 19. Ready.
Richardson to throw. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The crowd at MetLife on their feet for 3rd down.
Here we go. 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Now Richardson. He's going to try it here again. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Again, working deep downfield. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the
Not a